Too much mud, sipping on James the Reaper, nigga. Scroll through pictures of myself, gotta face my demons, nigga. If no one else, I'ma do it myself, I plan to leave a nigga. Front on, I'm gon' lead on my own. Hustlin', ballin', got it right now, I'm strong.
Yo, what it do? Is your boy KSTV, man. We back with another video. We back with another reaction video. In today's video, we got Rasheed Wallace highlight. Hey, this is my first time reacting to his highlights, so we finna get into it. If you're new to this channel, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. I know the last couple of videos I ain't been bringing enough energy, but we here. Your boy was tired from work and everything, but we still putting in that grind, so there ain't no excuse, man. So we finna get into this video. Like I say, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Man, let's type in, man. Let's get into it, man.
This guy is something special. Look, this guy's 6'11".
Rasheed Wallace has emerged as the Blazers' go-to guy.
He can do that. Rasheed Wallace, such a good inside player.
When you have a player at 6'11" that can bury those shots, there's not much you can do about it.
This guy is so graceful. He's such a fun player to watch play.
Situation there, but Sean Leonard probably could have pump faked. He had the bigger Davis on him. Take that ball in the basket. Rasheed Wallace penalizes him with an open three down at the other end. But it's run down by Augment, and then they lob, and that nearly went in. Wallace was looking for it, steal the Wells, and an easy two. You can't get careless with Portland. Antonio's come back in from about the free throw line and helped out on some tough defensive rebounds. So 6 turnovers. Smith on a drive. And he finds Wallace for 3, and he drops it through. 1-point game. Rasheed Wallace with his second triple of the game. Significantly to start the second quarter. George hit a tough shot. Wallace inside 3-point range. Drills another. 14 for Rasheed Wallace. Smith gives it up. Greg Anthony. Now Wallace, that's great movement. And an easy 2. 16 for Rasheed Wallace. Good workouts. He's in great shape still. Schrempf off the dribble with 2 on the shot clock. And Sabonis gets it. Wide pass to Wallace for the hoop. Arvydas Sabonis. Shot clock winding down. Here's Smith for 3. And there's another offensive rebound. And just like you said, it's converted. That came to Rasheed Wallace. Well, I can almost guarantee if the Nuggets are to overcome the deficit, there's a block. We go to Wallace, and the Dice gets a piece of Rasheed. 3-point opportunity. Back comes Portland, and now they have a chance to go up 13. Well, Wallace brings this shot right back to Antonio McDyess. Antonio thinks he's got a chance at blocking this, but he gets it off so quickly. You see the contact on the arm. Unfortunately, it's against one of the best teams in the league, and so they find themselves still behind. But this is the kind of...
By looking, we 2 minutes into this video, man, he got a mid-ranger. He had a mid-ranger. I did not know that. I did not know that. This is my first time ever reacting to this. Well, first time ever, like, watching his highlights, and I ain't know about his game, so he had a mid-range for sure.
Hey, he's put on the floor every night. Rasheed Wallace making it look easy. He's got 30 points. Wallace lost it for a moment, and the friends actually of Arvydas Sabonis and Scottie Pippen. Good pass to Rafe. That one's blocked by Wallace. What hasn't he done tonight? Dan asking Mark Davis why there wasn't a call there. Here's a 3-ball. Fitting. New career high for Rasheed Wallace. He drains the 3. He's got 40. Here's the block on one end, and then he's going to get the basketball at the other end. Todd, it's unfair that a guy 6'11", 235 pounds can have that stroke from 25 feet. Hey, it's got a beautiful looking shot from a lot of range, deep on the shot clock. They want to foul now. There's Smith looking for help. Well, there's Wallace. He always provides help. 42 now for Rasheed. He's going to say, though, the Nuggets can play with this kind of effort.
He knocks one down early. You have to be positive about that. 6'5". Wallace brings it. He's such a dangerous shooter. 17 feet in and the exploding back door.
Stoudemire, the crossover to Wallace, who can hit that, and he does. He hit a big shot, a 3-pointer against Atlanta in the dying seconds the other night. 12 12 seconds to go. Portland playing for last shot. Wallace taking it quickly.
And he's even talked about retirement after this season, Rod.
Well, 6 NBA championship rings for Scottie Pippen. Wallace and Oakley battling inside. That could be a war. As a fan of the Raptors, if you're a fan of the Raptors, you might not like the way that he left Toronto. This guy, though, played his heart out when he was here and still plays his heart out. Wallace on the turnaround.
No, he really always played hard. And
Toronto back at it again. Lost it. Here comes Stoudemire.
so difficult to go up with all those big players that can get up in the air.
Wallace on the putback, 44-35, and the Blazers now opening up a 9-point advantage. Thought the foul was on this man, Steve Smith, but instead as Wallace flushes it in a big way, the foul is against Corliss Williamson. Significant.
It really takes a deft eye and a soft touch.
Sabonis to Wallace. Nice stroke from the former star of the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. And Alvin Williams as well. Vince has a season high tonight. Rasheed Wallace, double team, spins away. What a shot by Rasheed Wallace.
Tough shot indeed. Kevin Willis right there.
2-point Blazer lead. Wallace coming across for the pick and roll. Stoudemire gives it to Scottie Pippen. Stoudemire looking 3-ball. Shakes off Williams. Wallace again.
Oh my. Couple of big shots by Rasheed Wallace. And
Pippen looking for Wallace. Davis, double team coming. Another spin move. Rasheed Wallace is on fire down the stretch here. The Blazers silencing this sold-out crowd. Rasheed Wallace doing a number with the spin and maybe a win.
He's matched up with Bo Outlaw.
You know they'll try to get Rasheed Wallace going.
That's Amici on Wallace. No double team. Wallace.
Yeah, he is so
shoots
good.
A high percentage.
So good down on the low
Wallace.
post for him.
Amici was going to challenge him. I don't think so. Turnaround shot. Wallace is 2 for 2. Portland runs out to a 6-0 start.
Really sucking air right now.
Wallace.
Oh, man.
Rasheed Wallace from the arc this season. Got Amici. Knocked out of there by Wallace. Kept matched up with the court.
Great glass coming.
Casey Altman also checked in. Wallace, another 3-point shot. He got it.
And it's interesting when you...
Well, they've seen the Magic play recently. They know he has base injuries. Wallace got a running start along the baseline.
Yeah, see, he gets them from everywhere.
So Darren's now on the floor. Darren's matched up with Kemp. DeCourt defends Rasheed Wallace. And he banks in the turnaround.
Boy, oh boy, he is making them every way he can make shots tonight. Still good effort in there working the offensive board.
Smith penetrates in to Stoudemire along the baseline.
Oh, man.
Long-armed
That was nice.
flying scoop shot by Rasheed Wallace.
Well, need a stop here. You want to have some momentum going in at the locker room. Rasheed Wallace is always the guy. And then you have a couple of guys that can knock down threes.
Davis pass trickles into the corner. Wallace
Oh, man.
beats the buzzer. An incredible first half for Rasheed Wallace. He made 4 3-point field goals.
Man, oh, man.
And has 26 points at the intermission. What are you going to do? Wallace slipped inside of Meach, goes swooping to the basket and lays it in. 28 points for Rasheed Wallace. The clerk slipped to the basket, had his shot blocked out of bounds.
11 to shoot.
The clerk trying to draw the foul. He's trying his best. Well, it's Rasheed Wallace time. He likes that little fall-away jump shot towards the baseline. There it is right there. That's what he wants. A little turnaround towards the baseline side. Take advantage of it when they do force it.
Wallace backing in, double team, muscles it up and in.
He is just so good.
Damon initiating the attack to Rasheed Wallace. Single covered by Grant. To the baseline, missing. Getting his own tip up and in. Damon being checked by Kobe. Rasheed comes to set a screen. Nice give and go. Wallace with the hammer. And saves it. Davis. And Ori with a strong outlet. Bryant, one-on-one with Stoudemire.
Shaq was running on the other side. Wallace will go in, get a piece of that.
Working against Kobe. Ryder against Wells. And rejected by Wallace. Is illegal defensively, but nobody sees it. Rasheed missing the three. Kemp offensive rebound. Rasheed powering and dropping the hammer. Big fella. Swoops in for the offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding has helped the Blazers. Wallace again going glass.
Now Wallace twice now moving without the ball. If we're going to win the game, I got to score. Portland coming back with their high percentage shooter and Wallace 9 on the clock.
A spin to the baseline. Rasheed Wallace going glass. He's got 20. On the move against Shaw. Rasheed, yes. Blazers back in front.
And he has been the answer for everything the Lakers have thrown at him, particularly with pin birthday staring him in the face. Wallace for three.
Yeah, baby! Rasheed Wallace! They're going crazy in the Garden.
And as I said before, play much better at home. So let's see if they can get up tonight. It's still an undermanned group.
Wallace, very deep position, just turns and fires over Jamison. You forget how tall Rasheed is. They list him at 6'11", and he's also an explosive leaper. Portland has more than 5 players on the floor defensively. That's how good they are. But they really extend. Rasheed Wallace, nifty move off glass.
Even with that basket, though, Warriors only down by 2.
Bonus in deep to Wallace. He's fouled, and he lays it in. So
just comes right down the middle, and then they make Sabonis the passer. And you can throw it inside. There's nothing you can do about that.
Kemp coming from Cleveland. Grant going to Miami. Spoon and Gatling going to Cleveland. Rasheed Wallace right off the inbound. Portland with the 9-8 lead. Nearly midway through. And Wallace, what a block shot.
6'11", long and athletic.
Jamison, another three. Front iron. Stoudemire with 3, with 2. Wallace with 1. It's a bad mistake. If you're going to play for one shot, you have to be back defensively. And the Warriors give up the dunk. Sabonis, they're still looking for Pippen on Del Negro. Just catching, jump hooking, and dunked in by Rasheed Wallace. That's really demoralizing. I mean, once you get them to miss, just missing in action tonight. 3 of 15 shooting after missing his first 8. Wallace inside, just bowled over Clark Jackson and then laid it in. And a first quarter that's featured 4 offensive Eder Tippin when the layup wouldn't stay down.
I like simple, basic plays.
That's a basic play. The two-hand hammer. Rasheed Wallace dunking it down.
Jamison goes to front. No help from the weak side because it's too late. And you can't squander your opportunities against the good teams.
Ball loose. Wallace picking it up and dropping it in.
Now see, there's a ball that could have been a steal going the other way. And
for Jeff Foster on draft day a couple years ago. Hughes missing, laying it up and out. What a rough night for Larry. He's working hard. He's getting point-blank looks. He's not cashing them in. And once again, a point-blank miss by the Warriors and a dunker layup on the other end for Portland.
Yeah, but that was a very tough point-blank look.
As he pulled Jamison to the floor.
The 2 Hughes misses. And then over the top. Once again,
he definitely had a game for sure.
Smith stripped in the lane. Wallace says, look what I found. The double clutch not there. The follow isn't, but the third time, the charm for Rasheed Wallace. And you see the long arm. Rasheed Wallace looking to go to work on Vaught. Spinning, leaning, and hitting. That's a good place to go, coming out of a timeout. Shot clock on his back again for Nash. He tried to thread the needle, but Stoudemire is laying in wait. He pushes right down the Maverick throats, and Wallace, the assertive, ferocious finish, 27-19 Portland.
Get him up, Sean.
Of the year for 3 consecutive years at UNLV.
Kemp shovels to Wallace. Oh, Rasheed Wallace extending over Bradley. What a move.
That's that extension again. He does that so well.
Well, he's feeling it right now. Bradley swooping to the goal. Shot blocked inside by Wallace. No goal.
Oh, it was long. Well, it's 6'11".
Boy, Vaught a near steal. Hawkman covered up, but Wallace is the open man, and Rasheed Wallace with a rim rocker has Portland in front by 3. Mavericks retreat well. Wallace will fire the 3 and hit it. That's That's what makes him so tough.
We talked about that at the top of the show. He's shooting 44% on threes. Let me see what you do in a game. People always looking for minutes. Be careful you don't get eliminated when it comes to minutes.
Wallace, a tough shot. Nothing Leitner could do.
He is tough. He got down inside, got a little bit in a hurry.
Nice swing by Kemp to Wallace. Bradley on his heels, and Rasheed Wallace pulls the string for his 20th and 21st points. Bradley waging battle right now with Theo Ratliff for the shot block lead in the NBA. Has only one tonight. Ogman's lob to Pippen across the lane to Wallace. What a beautiful look by Scottie Pippen. And the Blazers match their biggest lead tonight. It's 13. Dallas in a must-stop defensively, down by 10. Rasheed Wallace over the top of Roy Vaught. 25 for Wallace. Anthony pump fakes free of Nowitzki. Leaves the jumper short. Smith's following out there, but Ogman climbs the glass.
Did a good job using his right arm to ward off Alexander.
There's Rasheed Wallace, the Maverick killer. Scored a season-high 34 against Dallas last season. He has 27 tonight.
Dang, bro. I did not know
Here's
that.
Wallace over Harper, who switched off.
He has such a soft shooting touch. The only other big man that I can think of, but that kind of shooting touch in the lane was Bob McAdoo. You know, that little medium range shot that is so difficult to make, Marv.
All right, here's Wallace, able to go glass. Rasheed Wallace. Wallace able to spin his way.
And great recognition by Scottie Pippen. He had the three, he looked inside, saw the mismatch, and got it into his star Wallace with a powerful finish.
And another Portland possession. Stoudemire for Wallace. Yes.
What a touch. 15-footer, 10-footer, power spin in the lane, dunks. We've seen 4 different moves by him already in this first period. But Rasheed off to a great start when the Lakers were coming from 15 down.
Wallace gets the step. It counts, and the foul. What a move by Rasheed Wallace. Able to extend as Horace Grant switched off, trying to help out. That's number 3 on Grant.
This guy is something special. Look at this guy, 6'11". He's out on the floor. One dribble, he gets to the basket all the way from the three-point line, hangs in the air.
The Blazers 16 as we come up on 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Wallace now working on Horry. Rasheed Wallace with 11. Crowd wanted a turnover as Stoudemire lost the dribble momentarily, and then Wallace with 2 more. He has 16.
This guy is so graceful. He's such a fun player to watch play.
From the floor. Benberthy open. Oh, the 3 blocked by Wallace.
And get a 2-for-1 here, Marv. They could cut this down real quickly.
Wallace. Horry fell down, or he felt he was pushed. Lakers have led all the way. They've led by as many as 10. Wallace working on O'Neal. Beautifully done. Rasheed Wallace with 24. But the Lakers get back. He thought he had a 3-on-2. Here's Stoudemire. Nice look. And Rasheed Wallace able to convert. So you felt the Lakers had no answer for Rasheed Wallace. And that has certainly been the case. Now Horace Grant defending on Rasheed.
Well, if he takes his time, he can get that little bank shot off the glass, which is his little pet move, a lot like Tim Duncan. He loves to use the glass, especially from that side of the floor. See, I love it. It's a great inside little reverse turn. You turn and you face the defender. You keep the ball high. And it's like, you know, I don't want to take that. That didn't go through cleanly enough.
And the Blazers in no hurry. Again, Stoudemire playing the clock. 2:25 left in the fourth. 10 on the 24. Single coverage on Wallace. Rasheed Wallace with a clutch bucket. He has 33 points, and the Blazers lead by 6.
Gives them a 6-point lead.
Stoudemire, the Bonzi Wells. Wallace with a 2-hand slammer. Wallace and Wells. Cherokee hadn't played in the last 3 games. Inside it will go. Wallace powering over everybody and scoring it. Bonzi Wells has it on the wing. Inside to Wallace. Outside to Pippen. Back to Wallace in the paint. Shoot and score.
Well, that's why he's so good. 2 times an All-Star now. He can make something out of nothing when you're that long.
68% from the foul line. Pippen leaded by 3, 24-21. Wallace shows Miles his stuff at the other end.
What I say earlier about Miles being maybe the only one Clipper, maybe, to bother Wallace that time does get a hand in the passing lane. Wallace not used to somebody so long.
Wallace in the corner fires and hits about a 22-footer. Rasheed Wallace has 10 points, and Wallace in the wing to Pippen. Pippen backs down, brings it out to Wallace for three. Bingo!
You're just not supposed to be able to do that, Ralph.
Wells in the wing against Myers, comes to the baseline. Good job. Good rebound by Miles. Hold on to it, Darius. He loses the ball. The lob inside. Oh, what a jam by Wallace! The pass was behind him. Incredible extension and the jam. 45-45 ball game. The fans oohing and eyeing over that one. And the Blazer bench getting the chance to have some fun.
No, he just didn't do that, did he? I thought Bonzi threw the ball away. Well, you had to be here live to appreciate that one, ladies and gentlemen. Television just didn't do that one justice.
Bonzi Wells will bring it ahead. Pippen, the lob to Wallace. Not a good guy to not pay attention to. 3 fouls. Stoudemire has it out front. Pippen goes in to Wallace. Rasheed. He may try to do it himself now, and he's good enough that he could. Blazers have the ball, trailing by 3. 48 seconds to go. Pass goes into Wallace. You got to run it if you got a double. And there's Parks by himself for an easy, almost a concession basket. Clippers by 1. 107-104 Portland. Now you need a stop with 2:40 to go in the overtime. Bonzi Wells. Wallace. And big Rasheed Wallace makes a huge hoop. They can foul. Without sending the Blazers to the line. Stoudemire made the big three at the end of regulation. He'll get to Wallace. He'll shoot a three from the top. Bingo! I don't believe it. We're tied again. The Clippers don't call timeout. 114-114. Corey McGinney shoots for the win. It's short at the buzzer. We're going to double overtime. Can you believe it?
Wallace has made 30 of those this year, so you know he can step out and shoot it, and Candy can't get back. Somebody needed to recover there.
Oh, boy. Stoudemire looks to Wallace. Works around his screen. Goes to Rasheed to the baseline. Shoots a road and ties the game.
Pippen outside, taking it down to Rasheed Wallace, putting it up, got it. Good power move.
Now, the thing that's got to be very... Hey, I'm single.
You really have to get lucky. It's Rasheed Wallace with the jumper for 2.
I'd stick all the dogs on him with 2 fouls. As good as he's been playing, get him out. And then he has to guard Rasheed Wallace on top of all of that.
Wallace putting it up and in with a left hand. Boy, look at that left-handed little jump hook, huh? Stoudemire got it into no man's land. They'll swing it back around to Wallace now. 18-footer, and Rasheed Wallace hits.
Well, that's not what you want to see happen on your home court.
Good pickup by Mobley. Wallace. And he got his man sealed off. Wallace gets a pick from Davis, fires it up and in.
And wouldn't you know it?
Stoudemire back out to Wallace, another 18-footer, hit it. Wallace now with 15 points, 6 rebounds. Bonzi Wells, they want to post him up now on Coutinho Mobley. Oh, he lost the ball.
And that's a pass to himself, too.
And a 3-pointer.
Now, see, this is where the great players come to the forefront until they can find themselves a shot.
Stoudemire back out, over to Wallace for a 3, got it. Rasheed Wallace with a 3-pointer. And Rudy is going to call a timeout, but the veteran Blazers now have been in big games before, and now they are trying to finish this one off. They know how to close a game. Pull the trigger on that a little bit. Stoudemire in the open court. Picking out Wallace. Boy, he's tough. And when he shoots that ball, he's about 7'5". When he shoots it way over his head.
You can't get at it.
Rockets have had some shots. They just haven't gone down. Wallace
Let me tell you what he's done.
He's taken over.
There you go, my brother.
Tries to move Sakalitis out, but no deal. Stoudemire now to Wallace from the perimeter, and he'll hit his first shot.
And that's where he's comfortable.
In the corner for Pippen. Neither club shooting well in the second quarter. Down low, they've got Wallace. He scores, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. The foul's on Gugliana.
Been very good defensively and not allowing Rasheed Wallace to get that deep in the paint. And you have to continue to fight and keep fronting. The fronting defense has forced Portland into numerous turnovers so far.
Out front to Cliff Robinson. The fake, the drive, shovels it underneath to Ellie. His shot is blocked by Rasheed Wallace. He'll bring it out front. Give it to Pippen. Pippen in the corner to Wells. Low for Wallace, who scores.
Got real deep that time. First time all game that they've been able to get a layup.
Strickland up out of the backcourt. Strickland on the drive. In the corner, Wallace. Shoot a 20-footer and got it.
That's the guy that Rodney does not want to shoot the ball.
Over to Dale Davis. Davis left side. 16-footer. No good. Rebound. The Suns had it, but they lose it to Wallace. Who jams?
Rodney and Sean fighting for the defensive rebound. That's okay. That happens during the course of a ball game.
Here's Pippen over on the left side for the Trailblazers. And Rasheed Wallace now comes out, gets the ball on the angle left. Here's the fake, here's the drive. Pushes it up and hits an 8-footer left side against Cliff Robinson.
He was the only offensive presence.
Here's Scottie Pippen left to the key. Gets it off to Wallace. Wallace from 18. Good.
Not many 6'11 guys can step off the down screen and shoot.
All right, Bonzi Wells down the right side. Bonzi waiting now with 1:20 remaining in the quarter. Stoudemire gets it to Rasheed Wallace, open from 16. He hits it.
Because Stoudemire has warmed up a little bit, Suns have to pay attention.
Over on the side, Steve Smith. He's starting this fourth quarter. Gets it out to Wallace. 22-footer. Good.
I'll tell you, I mean, right there tells you why he's so valuable to this ball club. Because he can score from anywhere on the floor.
But again, it's Pippen who sets up the offense with his ball handling as he has this entire second half. Over to Smith. They have three guards in there. Smith. Now here's Rasheed Wallace backing down, setting things up and scoring.
Well, Rodney thought he was going to go to the middle. And you can't guess on Rasheed Wallace. He plays good position.
Smith back out to Stoudemire. Cross court, Wallace. Another three. Good. And Portland has taken the lead. 73-72. Is 0 for 9 from the field. Over to Stoudemire. Down low, Rasheed Wallace. Wallace, his fadeaway from the baseline. Good.
That's why he's a great player. I mean, the guy is the go-to guy.
Timeout Suns. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Portland has their biggest lead. They're up by 3. 75-72. We'll be back after the Suns timeout.
Him out a little bit further.
Tony Delk over on the left side, drives, takes the ball to the hoop, it's blocked, knocked down by Shrimp, but the ball goes out of bounds. Suns will get it back with 16 seconds on the shot clock. By 3, 77-74 Portland. Stoudemire at the baseline, throws it out front, and chasing it down is Sean Marion. He'll pick it up, and he has it blocked out of bounds by Wallace, but the Suns will have the basketball.
Boy, incredible speed by Sean Marion. He started running after the ball. Rasheed Wallace had a nice lead on him. Sean's speed got there, but you're talking about two great athletes. Rasheed Wallace didn't give up on the play, made an excellent block.
Inbounded to Kidd. 2 minutes left in the ball game. The Blazers even better.
Yeah, you kind of like this offensive show.
Rasheed spotting up.
Look at this. First one to miss is going to lose.
Against Sabonis, brings it to Larry Johnson. Knocked away.
Blocked by Bonzi from behind.
Alley-oop, whammo!
Watch this. I think somebody gave Rasheed a boost up. There's no way a human can jump that high to get that ball. It looks like a turnover. Oh, my goodness. Ball's behind him, and he still reached back.
Well, Dallas was able to do that against the Blazers on Wednesday. Wallace spotting up. He likes that spot on the baseline.
Knows how to run the break. A lot like John Stockton for the Jazz.
Out of the double team, Rasheed Wallace remains high.
He's not even hesitating to.
In the house tonight. Wallace, quick release. Yes! Boy, Michael, that is a tough shot. Sabonis brings it to Bonzi. Wallace to the turnaround, and Rasheed Wallace continues to click away. But it wasn't just a bad shooting from New York last night. It was an almost complete lack of effort, both offensively and defensively. Rasheed with the turnaround. Boy, Wallace has got it stuck on automatic. Strickland draws the double team. Wallace is wide open. Yes, sir. Wallace is dialed in.
Came off sideways. Just clicking right along.
Wallace eyes a three. Hit through! Jackson. Damon, great defense. And rejected by Wallace.
Oh, that's it for that video. Hey, man. Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was like that. I did not know. I gotta remember I'm 25, so half of these stuff I ain't even seen or ain't know. So we gonna get more into Rasheed, man. If you're new to the channel, if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, go tell a friend, go tell a friend, go tell a friend. Come join the family. Hey man, see y'all next video. Okay.